Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Hunter's Gambit, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Hunter's Gambit is a RimWorld miniseries about mercenaries surviving on a world swarming with dinosaurs and monsters. If you would like more information about this series, there is an overview in the video, and then of course more information in the description, including mod lists and ways to replicate the scenario. Episode 1: Mercenaries vs. Dinos. Let's kick this off. The first screen I want to show you all is the rules, goals, lore, and ideology. So I'll quickly cover this. The rules are pretty straightforward compared to some of the rules I have in the past. No pacifists, no tribals. We're a mercenary company. We don't take on tribals, and obviously if you can't fight, you can't join. No turrets, spike traps, mortars, or fire traps. Basically, we want to be the ones doing the killing and not, turrets. No dinosaur pets, but that won't really matter because of the scenario. I'll show you in a minute. And then no war with our employer, the Enfini, despite how stupid they are. Goals: to fulfill as many contracts as possible and to build a grand hunter's hall. So the lore goes as follows, and we're going to be role-playing this a little bit. Hunter's Gambit is an underfunded ragtag crew of mercenaries hired to guard half-witted naive pioneers on this dangerous backwater planet. They chose a planet infested with gigantic and deadly creatures and already inhabited by violent tribes. So unsurprisingly, they need protection. This contract doesn't pay well. But, wow. Okay, it's all we were offered, and we'll have to dig in our heels and make the most out of it. With any luck, we'll earn enough to be more selective with our future contracts. So some other things I wanted to show is the scenario, because there is a lot of scenario settings here. There is a scenario command to bring this up, but basically mechanoids don't exist, infestations don't exist, and then tons and tons and tons of things are disabled, as they don't make sense for this scenario. We can never build spike traps, mortars, autocannon turrets, uranium slug turrets, mini turrets, and then we can also not tame animals. We can buy farm animals, but we can't tame anything, because this is what we have here. The wildlife, ankylosauruses and brachiosauruses and Dakota raptors and dilos and diplos and parasaurs. Yeah, there really aren't animals out here so much as there are dinosaurs. Taking a look at the world map here, it is a sort of a jungle world full of hostile tribes and dinosaurs. And then there's us here in the nested on a little river, the Hunter's Hall, the Hunter's Gambit. I guess I didn't go over the ideology, not that this is special anyway, but essentially we don't use autonomous weapons. We want to eat meat with every meal. We welcome rough living and rough temperature. That's about it. Basic roles and rituals, nothing too fancy. There are only 2 settlements out here for us to guard. Township by the Canyon, which isn't in a canyon, and then Ruidosa. And these guys are the Enfini. So if we take a look at the other factions here, we have the Enfini, and then a whole bunch of very savage tribes that are obviously going to threaten our survival. I feel like I'm competing with the music a little. So here we are, this map tile. It's relatively unremarkable, other than the fact that we have a huge swath of rich soil where we landed. Oh, another thing that I did was there's a lot of map settings. As you can see, this obviously doesn't look vanilla. Giant trees and the like. I figured it kind of works with the Jurassic theme, so we have mods that do that. And then also mods that remove things like ancient dangers and other garbage like that. So let me introduce you to our 5 mercenaries. We have Josmo. Josmo is an artilleryman, trigger-happy, nervous jogger, shooting, social, mining plants. We've got Lowland. a army scientist, quick sleeper, neurotic, hard worker, intellectual, medical, plants, and melee. Glitch. Fast walker, gourmand, kind, social, plants, cooking, and shooting. Bunny yet again, an apocalypse survivor. You don't say what apocalypse that might be. Battle mechanic, shooting, construction, mining, and art. Bloodlust, volatile, pretty, and no luck. Industrious, too smart, asexual, construction, crafting, medical, and melee. I tried to not have too overpowering starting characters here, so they have 2 main passions, 2 minor passions, and then a trait that isn't necessarily good. So we have nervous and neurotic and gourmand, volatile, and too smart. So there we go. That is the full cast. We start with basically the regular crash-landed start, minus an animal and plus a few extra weapons. So first thing I want to do here is to show you the terrain overlay. As you can see, huge swath of rich soil. And I was sort of juggling in my mind what kind of base I want to build, and I don't really want the base building aspect of this scenario to be the highlight. Obviously, we don't use autonomous weapons, so I'm just going to throw together basically what a mercenary camp would look like. Not aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done. And then we also have the terrain affordance. So we're on this sort of winding river here. And then if you take a look at the world map, there are basically no roads around us at all. This is a more or less roadless map entirely, because it's just inhabited by savage tribes. And yeah, let's get started. So first things first, let's do the work priorities. Firefight, basic. Wardening is not going to be all that important for now, because we don't have anyone to warden, but I'll set that to 4. Hunting, cooking, construction, growing, smithing, crafting, research. Alright. So in order for us to get a starter base, we are going to want to probably get a stonecutter up and running quickly. Taking a look at the terrain affordance here, there's a large area here that I'll be able to build. I want to avoid this orange area because obviously it doesn't support terrain all that well. And then I also want to avoid the large portion of the rich soil. It's probably more rich soil than we actively need, but I'll exploit it nonetheless. So I'm going to get a... Oh, there's actually soft soil there, so let's move that up a bit. I'm going to get a starter foundation here. 2 wooden stonecutter tables and a wooden simple bench. And I also want to give everyone weapons. So Josmo, Lolin, No Luck, Bunny, Bunny, and Glitch. And then I'll put down a stockpile. So this room here will be, let's see, turn on both overlays. This room here will be like a, maybe 11 by 11. Something like that. And I'll line things up a little bit better in a minute. Thank you for all the starting bits and everything. This will be quite the marathon. Now, another thing to note that I did sort of intentionally is I want to play recklessly. I know this sounds a little strange, but we are supposed to be a ragtag, somewhat poorly trained mercenary company, so perfect play is actually actively going to be avoided in lieu of going sort of headlong into engagements when we probably shouldn't. So thank you guys for all the bits and subs and gifted subs. My goodness, I'll catch up with that in just a minute. I just want to try to get a good start here, because a bad start on this map tile can result in death pretty fast. As you can see, we're surrounded by hostile man-eating dinosaurs, so you don't want to be caught out. And cheers to all of you. So, I think the first thing I want to research is going to be microelectronics. and then I'll start polling you guys about what to research thereafter. But microelectronics will give me the better research bench, which will speed everything up considerably. I don't want to spend a lot of time researching. I just want to get started with the hunting. And then I'm also going to set up for Glitch a little bit of a farming zone here. We'll make this rice. And then before we even actually farm there, another thing that I want to do is go to cut plants, because the jungle's very thick and I don't want my constructors responsible for clearing trees. I will clear out all the trees around here so I can build a little structure. All right, let me go over this activity feed. My goodness. I think it started with Hotving, Gona, Nick the Good, Glitch, Big C Panda, Sullivan, Thomas Jade, Dia, Mudcaplex, Emmy Hunter, X42, Zalek, Kellyan, Nick yet again, Emmy Hunter yet again, Banished Puppet, Bonep, Randall Thor, Hillary, Randall Thor again, Banished Puppet again, Velhar, Emmy Hunter yet a third time, and Bonep for a second time. Thank you all for gifted subs, resubs, and bits. You thought Hunter's Gambit would be about gambling? It sort of is, bros, because this planet might eat us alive. We honestly may not survive. I set it up so that it should be relatively hard, as I am playing on Rhadamant losing his fun, and I don't allow for turrets, and I start up with bolt action rifles. So there is a non-zero chance that some massive dino just rolls up on us and eats me. I wonder if there's any T-Rexes or something like that. I don't think there are, but there could be. What is probably the most dangerous here? Berries are pretty dangerous. Dakota Raptors are pretty dangerous. Yeah, there's nothing super scary like Spinos right now, but there could be. And I definitely don't want to get caught out by that. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is Josmo. Lolan is going to be responsible for clearing more plants, and then Josmo is going to start making cut stone. And then I think I'm also going to have Noluk make cut stone as well. I want to try to get walls around us as soon as I can, for somewhat obvious reasons. So most of the starting supplies have already been moved. We just have some slag left. And starting to cut that stone. Another thing that could speed up the cut stone is some tool cabinets. I don't think that this map tile is going to lack steel. It will have plenty of it. So I might as well make tool cabinets now, and then I'll move them into the crafting room later. And then as soon as all the perimeter trees are cut, I will set Bunny to start making walls around us for protection. You like the trees? The trees is part of a mod here. The whole mod list is available if you just type !mods, but it's part of Kamigo's Majestic Trees. The only issue is that the trees render. What I really actually like about this, let me turn this off, is that the animals can be behind trees, which is not something you normally see in RimWorld. But then you have this little overlay icon over here, which allows you to hide things as you scroll over it. And you can actually change the size of that, the size of the under cursor effect larger if you want. I think keep it around 4 or 5 is fine. That is what I have found. Alright, so now that Lowland has cut and cleared all the perimeter trees with Glitch, I'm going to set her up to do research again. Because I want to push ahead to microelectronics to get a comms console up, and also just for the research speed bonus of having a high-tech research bench. Another thing that's really handy to get early on is a source of recreation. With a source of recreation, you'll be able to not have to spend so much time recreating and recover a little bit faster, so that's another thing that I'm going to do. I don't really need necessarily to get a kitchen table because we do have rough living. Kitchen tables aren't a terrible idea to be able to gain the benefit of a dining room once we have a dining room, but at least for right now, it's not a necessity. What kind of skin and hide do dinos have? Is it any good? Yes, so it varies tremendously from dino to dino, but some of the best skins would be on Ankylosauruses. They have armored dinosaur hide, or Minmies. Oh, we have a Carno here with some red hide. Red hide is pretty tough. Most of their hides, what they do is they give you a lot of sharp resistance, generally speaking, and they also give you a lot of heat resistance, which keeps you from setting yourself on fire, I guess? I don't really get it, but, you know, whatever. So hunting Ankylosauruses, because they're relatively slow. I know normal pawn is like 4.4, but they're relatively slow compared to like Velociraptors and the like, which are so much faster. Like these Dilos here are 7, right? You're not going to be able to outrun them. They run ridiculously fast, almost twice as fast as the normal person. You know, you have to be really careful about that as a result. All right, so Glitch, I'm going to get him to start working the rice patty. Bunny is working on the perimeter walls. And then as soon as I feel like I have enough cut stone, I can have no luck pivot from cutting stone to working the walls. And I just want to try to get a roof over my head so that I don't get eaten in my sleep. Call me crazy, but I like to live to tomorrow, if and when possible. Fiero, or Pyrogadog. That's probably more accurate as to what your name is. Thank you for the resub. And King Xantor as well, and Stutach. Welcome, guys. I am very eager to also... So another thing that I wanted to cover is some of the rituals that I have. This adds members, this adds members, and this adds members. The Sky Lantern Festival is something that I can do really, really early on because it doesn't require a ritual room. So as soon as I have a shelter around me, I want to be running those rituals for the benefit. Which means that Josmo, Glitch, and Lowland. I think what I'm going to do right now is to have Josmo promoted to Commander. Because Work Drive would be also really nice. And then Glitch is going to be our Quartermaster. No, let's get back to work. Pierogi Dog? You know, I actually had pierogies last night. Your name is probably Pierogi Dog. I had onion pierogies. And they were delicious. Am I scared to run out of pawns? No, but I might waste them. If you see in the about command, I do intend to sort of play recklessly on purpose. So in the case that I manage to get myself annihilated pretty quickly, it would be a good idea for me to have backup. So Josmo, Lowland, and Glitch, we're going to go through the Quartermaster here, which could be useful also for the Preach Health, which is going to be a thing living in this jungle until we get antibiotics. Gonna need those antibiotics to stay alive. Hey! Are you in the stream? I know, right? There's too many bunnies. There's far too many bunnies. It gets confusing. Alright, so now I'm going to have Bunny prioritize beds for the rest recovery rate. And we have the second role change. I'm going to have Josmo use work drive tomorrow so that the most amount of time possible will be spent with Lowlin researching. And then No Luck. After this stone, I'm going to have No Luck try to help out with the construction again. Oh, and I'm being hunted by a Velociraptor. Yeah, nah. Don't think so. No Luck is being hunted by a Velociraptor. These things move at 7 speed. They're kind of hard to hit because they're really relatively small. And they're flying at me. Oh, there we go. We got first hit. And Glitch has been bit. In the torso. Come on, guys. You gotta hit it. Alright, it's down. No Luck's gonna tend Glitch. Everybody else is gonna go back to work. Yeah, there is a constant threat of the predators on the map going, ooh, you look tasty. And, well, they'd be right. I probably am tasty. So I definitely want to be careful of that, because that is going to be a continuous threat throughout. All right, Josmo, you can go to... Yeah, there we go. So, quality of the beds. Normal, good, good, normal, normal. Well, that's not great. Could be worse. Lowland's also getting a little heat stroke, but pretty soon we're going to have walls around this, and then we'll slap down a passive cooler. There's also 2 Dinos just north of me. Don't like that. Let's take a quick look at the animals around. We have a bunch of Dakota Raptors, 2 Dinos, so those are the only 2 Dinos. Utah Raptors and Velociraptors. So there's 1 more Velociraptor, 2 Utah Raptors, 2 Dinos, and a whole bunch of Dakota Raptors. Yay! I am gonna die. Alright, Lowlin. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, Josmo, work drive Lowlin. So that she works faster. So her research speed is 347%, and that's with this being outdoors and in a bad temperature. So, I cannot wait for it to be faster. Now, there's really no need for the anima tree. We're tribal only. I'm not going to destroy it because I don't want to have to deal with the anima scream. And then it would inevitably regrow, which is just kind of annoying. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking for natural resources. So there's uranium here. I'm going to start marking these down in case I need them. So we got a little uranium. That... It's pretty scarce. More uranium. Yeah, there's not much in terms of natural resources. There is fertile soil, and that's about it. But you'd expect... Actually, yeah, well, some jungles have fertile soil, some don't. Really depends on the jungle. Okay. We're almost walled up. The other thing I'm going to do is wood floor up the inside for research speed benefits and not so much beauty, because I could have replaced it with, like, plants. That'll have to do. So Glitch is getting the rice patty all set. And now we're going to want a lamp here and a wood fire generator, probably. And then also a passive cooler. Now, I think this room is eventually going to be the kitchen. But until I have a lot of dino meat, I'm not going to worry too much about that. So I'm going to have Bunny. Oh, good. I have malaria already. Hey, Glitch. Preach health. No luck. No luck. Of course, his name is No Luck. go to bed. And we'll get him tended to in just a minute. All right, let's refuel. Now we have light. And then as soon as I get a little bit more wood, I'll have the materials for a passive cooler, which will drop the temperature here, allowing us to research even faster. In fact, Glitch, I'm going to have you stop sowing rice to cut trees for that passive cooler. So, Lolin, you're going to tend to no luck, and then I'm going to raise doctoring up to level 2. Darkuti, thank you for the resub. And Rockvin, I like the name. You must be a Kenshi fan. Thank you for the follow. It's really strange for my own characters to be following me. Let me tell you, that is a very strange thing to experience. Okay, Glitch is being hunted by a velociraptor coming in from the northeast. Ooh, it's close. So Bunny and Josmo hop to it. Try to kill it. Alright, we shot it, pissed it off. Lolin, I'm going to need your dagger here. Okay, it's down. I got bit in the head. Nasty. No luck. Please tend Lolin. So No Luck and Lolin are my two doctors. Or doctors. They're good, but they're not great. They're working on it, though. Alright, Bunny, I want you to work on the passive cooler so that we can get research faster. And a Dakota Raptor's following me. From the south. Hey, Lolin, how's your head? This one is a larger target, so it's fast, but because of its size, it's easier to hit. Get it! Get it! Get it! Ah, yes! Yes! Eat bolts! Haha! Okay. I might be a little happy that a Dakota Raptor died. Alright, so how are we doing in terms of malaria? We have got 6 to 10. That's not terrible, not great. There are 2 more Utah Raptors. Oh god, there is a Spino now. So this Spino is like a Thrumbo on crack. If you know your dinosaurs, well, yeah, just looking at it, you can kind of tell it's a bad time. So I gotta steer clear of that Spino. I don't think I'd be able to kill the Spino, to be perfectly honest. I think it would kill me, so I have to really be careful of that. Alright, we did just build a passive cooler. Hopefully it starts to cool down. I can also set up air conditioners if that becomes an issue. I'm gonna have Glitch go with some more tree cutting. Actually, let me focus on the trees that are where the grow zones are. And then we will also remove this old landing pad here. And recover its resources. Bunny, where are you headed? Because, you know, you're walking straight towards a Carno and 2 Dakota Raptors. Just so that we're clear, right? I have like a pit in my stomach because I know how ridiculous that this could turn. Like if they want to eat me at any point and I can't see their hunger needs, being down there would be a bad time. Let me turn that overlay off. Where is that steel? I want to turn that off. Ah, whatever. I think Josmo's going for it now. No, he's cutting chunks. So the next thing I want to build here is I want to get enough wood for the lantern ritual. And then I wouldn't mind a recruiting party, but that requires a ritual room. So what should I build next? Bedrooms, ritual room, dining, recreation, storage, What am I missing? Or other viewer suggestions. And I would open up the suggestion pool so that you could suggest one. So, what do you think I should build next? Now that this is supposed to be a kitchen, so now that the kitchen is sort of mostly built, I'll have you pick. Alright, everybody is inside. That should keep me a little protected from a heat wave. Why? Dear Lord, why? What did I do to you? Ah! Well, actually, the heat wave is going to be interesting, because what's going to end up happening is all these dinosaurs are going to leave the map tile. It's going to be too hot for them to even exist here, and they're going to bug out. That's going to keep me safe from all the raptors. But I might want to very, very quickly get a freezer going, because my source of meat is about to leave the map tile as well, which is annoying. So, yeah. Thanks, game. Alright, so I woke Bunny up from her slumber because I am going to need to get that freezer going as soon as I can, and then also to get the butcher table to turn this into a freezer, and in order to keep fed. A little reminder that we are meat eating. Vegetarian is disliked, so in order to keep them happy, I need to keep them fed, aka gotta hunt some dinos before they leave. And luckily for me, the ginormous dinos have a lot of meat, so killing only like 1 or 2 of them should be fine. I'm going to lower the temperature in here to negative 16, or 16 Fahrenheit, negative 9. And then as soon as we're up, I'm going to get hunting. Scion, Darsaber, Warpaths, and Arnie No Arm. Thank you for the subs and the resubs. Cheers to you all. So you got about 2 minutes left to vote on this poll above my head, which is what to build next. And right now, the sort of push is to get hunting for meat before the opportunity disappears. So these raptors that I've killed spoil in about a day, so I have about a day left to be able to butcher them. But I want to hunt like a Brachiosaurus before they leave the map tile. Wow, Darsaber, thanks for all the gifted subs. Holy cow, really pushing up that time remaining. So the time remaining is above my head, and I go until potentially midnight, so another 11 and a half hours up to. Alright, so something else that I'm going to need here is a dump stockpile for fresh animal corpses that are not insects. Make this preferred. And Ill and Lacrosse, wow, thank you for all the bits. You guys are amazing. And cheers to you. So, something to consider when we're hunting is how fast did the dinosaurs move. So, this septipod, or sauropod rather, septipod, moves at 3.1, or 3.51, so that shouldn't be too fast. We should be able to hunt it. Let's do that, because it's leaving. All your meat are belong to us. And now it wants revenge. I'll get the butcher table up soon. Oh god, there's a Carno here. Can you... You can see all of the animals. It's 126 Fahrenheit. All these animals are just sort of like leaving the map tile right now. I also just winged a Dakota Raptor. Actually, I near killed this Dakota Raptor. Oh, because it was fighting a dino. It's fighting a different... Alright, there we go. Did. Oh, look at you. You're pretty. And it's... Big one's down. How fast do you move? 3.2? Wait. Dino Fuzz? That's hilarious. Wow, that's really good armor, too. Alright, looks like Ritual Room and Storage. Ritual Room wins by, like, 1. Don't touch me. So, the current priority now is set up a Ritual Room. So the Ritual Room is going to be our Hunter's Hall. And I'll get that going in just a minute here. I'm just trying to stave off starvation. Alright, so something else that I could do, and I don't really know why I put the wood fire generator where I put it, because that was a mistake, is to double insulate this structure here, so that it's easier to cool. So I'm going to do that for the kitchen. Obviously nothing else. Kitchen only. Maybe plant a bit of hill root? Yeah, I will be planting hill root soon. Given the current temperatures, nothing's really going to grow right now anyway. So planting any crops won't matter because of the temperature growth multiplier ruins it all. Malaria, 44%. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Being down a constructor with no luck is kind of a pain. That is a little unfortunate. So we're just cutting down some wood and hopefully getting enough for the butcher table. So let's get that going. And this is going to be butcher creatures forever. Don't look very far. Don't butcher insects, even though insects don't exist. And now Glitch is going to get us a mountain of meat. Yep, 804 meat. And a lot of sauropod leather. Not bad. The other thing is, hopefully the double insulation is going to allow me to keep this room a little colder. Right now it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but it needs to go much colder than that to be frozen. And Josmo's on a food binge. You do realize that we have a severe lack of food, Josmo. Well, alright, that's cool. Let's go ahead and get some steel here. So I think probably at this point there are no more dinos. Yeah, there's a Bronto here. And a comp down there. But pretty much the entire map tile has been vacated. Popcorn, thank you for continuing your gifted sub. And then Emmy for even more gifted subs. So something I wanted to do is to move the wood fire generator so that I can double insulate the northwest wall here. Oh, don't leave that there. That would be the worst spot. And no luck needs treatment again. Hey, Jumbo. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so you can hear Glitch going off and getting everything cut. Let's see, Dakota Raptor, you and you. The raptor fur is going to be really good to make clothing out of because it helps to protect from heat. So if you take a look at the leather here, the heat is about 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not bad. The sauropod leather is 43. So I could do sauropod like sauropod dusters or sauropod cowboy hats, something like that, and that will help to protect us a lot. And it looks to me like I'm going to need even more air conditioning. This is going to be an ongoing problem. So in terms of miners, it would be Josmo and Bunny. Bunny is already the constructor, so she's pretty busy. And then Josmo's on a food binge eating the last of the food that I have, so good times, guys, good times. We did just hit, we're almost hitting refrigeration temperatures here, though, which is going to be helpful. And Glitch is thinking to myself, these idiots, they keep eating all the food that I've made. So I have 370 watts left over, which is enough for another cooler, but not enough for a cooler and a table to cook on. So many gifted subs today? Absolutely. Is Bunny the same person as the Necromancer Wizard Bunny? So there are 2 bunnies in my community. The way the miniseries marathons work is that the person that proposes the scenario ends up getting a character guaranteed in the series. So the bunny this bunny is canonically different, named after a different person than the last bunny, but for all intents and purposes, we'll call them the same. Because I think that's hilarious. 2 bunnies. So one's name is Rory, and the other is Exterminate All Nazis, but they both have their in-game characters named Bunny, which makes it super confusing. Rommel and Emmy Hunter, thank you for the gifted subs. Emmy Hunter with quite the windfall. The bunnies are multiplying? Yeah, you could say that. Alright, Josmo, we have like 9 meals left, so if you could stop, that would be, Nope. You're not stopping. Cool. Alright, I think I might be able to get away with, not adding any additional coolers here once I have double insulated everything. I think. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Josmo, you... seriously. Seriously. You're not much of a leader if you're eating my entire everything. You're a leader in calories only. Oh, now he's just eating berries, because I'm out of, cooked food. Dude. Quit it. You're like Nibbler. Alright, let's cancel that for now. And work on the electric stove. So there are some... oh, great. There's a... oh, that's a Diplo, not a Dilo. And some Stegosauruses. So I guess they're comfortable in this temperature, but pretty much no one else is. Alright, I'm going to get Glitch to start sewing. So the next thing I want to sew here is... I'm going to do a great big heal root. Vectorman, thank you for the bits twice over. And Randall for gifted sub as well. Are there raffles here? There are, and there will be. In fact, that reminds me, as soon as Bunny is home, I'm going to trigger... oh, where are you guys going? I'm going to trigger a lantern ceremony and see if we can bring someone else in. Because nothing like trying to feed another... get out there. What are you doing? Why aren't you attending? Here, let me move the ritual spot further away so that they don't do that. I have enough wood. I'm staring at it. They're having some problems. Alright, Lowland's just like, nah, I'm not going out there. Well, whatever. As long as they're attending. Says they're attending, but I have my doubts. And it was terrible, because 3 people participated. Yes, you 2 idiots. Why did you stand in there? You were invited 3 times. Whatever. So, yeah, I've only made people less happy. Good job, everyone. Mission accomplished. At least, you're almost over your malaria. Yeah, I feel like that was rigged, too, but, like, not in my favor. Can you imagine it raining at almost 60 degrees Celsius? That has got to be the most... horrible feeling ever. Count me so out of that. In fact, the sun was like, count me out, and threw a lovely little heat wave. All right, so I am going to cook simple meals out of meat so that we can feed ourselves. Glitch, get inside, because you're literally going to melt if you stay outside anymore. I thought I'd be able to get away with not another freezer, but it looks like I'm going to have all my food spoil if I don't. Because we're just not able to keep up with the boiling temperatures that are out there. Thank you for tuning in to Hunter's Gambit, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 16th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that the series has since ended, so I can't make any changes. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule, countdown timers to upcoming streams, and links to Discord and Twitch. If you would like to take part in suggesting scenarios for me, all of my Patreon patrons and Twitch subscribers are welcome to propose ideas once a month. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Dino Hunters.